everyone, this is Necromaniac here. I want to welcome all the Beta 1 backers to C.U.B.E. It's fucking amazing, it's really awesome and it's really addictive, and you'll notice it pretty soon if you're gonna use it. I've seen a lot of questions popping up on the chat, a lot of the same questions over and over, so I just wanted to make this video to get like a good start on using C.U.B.E, so it will prevent hopefully a lot of questions in the chat. It's getting old. So I want to address a couple things. I want to address the fly command, the player forward motion command, how to set up the keys properly so they don't cause problems with each other. I want to talk about placing blocks, removing blocks, how to copy blocks, how to paste them again, of course, how to create blueprints out of them, and what the restrictions of blueprints are, and like small bugs that still occur. And I want to show you where you can find your C.U.B.E project that you built, so you can save it or post it on the forums, and basically what you can and cannot do with the current build. So let's start off by using the fly command. This has been requested a lot, how to fly, and it's an obvious question because once you fly it's really easy to get around your structures and really have a good look and good view on what you're building and if it's positioned right and stuff like that. To the bottom right I got this virtual keyboard which will show you which keys I'm pressing. For example, you can see I hold shift now, which will be part of the commands that we're going to use. To the left you'll see the chat box. If you hit enter, you'll see the cursor start to flicker and you can actually type something. Now if you type the word fly followed by a space bar, then a 1, then you hold shift. As you can see, I'm holding shift and then press enter. This will turn the fly modus into true. It came from false, it went to true, so basically we can fly. Now you can see the cursor is still flickering, so you can add another command or you can hit enter to close the chat. So we hit enter to close it, and by hitting space bar now you can fly. You can see that we're like Magneto ish and we're like hovering through the sky, which is awesome because this is what we want. Then we have an option that can increase your speed because we're not going really fast, so this is another command by holding shift and pressing enter. So hit enter to open chat again. Type in player forward motion like this, player forward motion. Now the default setting is 1, so your default speed is 1, and I believe it can go up to 10. I'm not quite sure, but I think it was 10, but that's incredibly fast, so that's kind of ridiculous. So for now we'll just hit 5, hold shift again as you can see, and then press enter like that, and you can see that the player motion changed from 1 to 5. Now press enter again to close the chat, and we can have a little test flight. So if you move around now, you can see it's a lot faster than before. You can get to places real quick. Nice thing about this is that you can have a nice view of the area, and you can see where you want to build stuff. Like, oh, there's a nice mountain to build a tower on or a lookout, or there's a nice valley to get a wall in, like a mile gate to make a chokehold for people that are passing. You can surprise them, you know. It's really giving you the option to have a look at the area. As you can see, I am starting a tower on a mountain here as well. Watchtower, obviously. So this is where I'll be camping for the rest of this video. Now there's a little problem with the fly command because if you go up you use the space bar. To go down, I'm using X. I set it to X because the default value for going down while flying is V. But V is also the blueprint's paste function. Like, you copy something, you use C, and if you paste something, copy it, you use V. So you can see the problem there. So that's gonna cause some problems because you don't want to have two actions on one key. So if you hit the escape button, you'll see a menu popping up. You can go to the options tab and then go to key bindings. Here you can change pretty much anything you want. As I told you, I used X to go down. This will be set to V for you new guys. I'm quite sure of that. And if you scroll down, you can see that V is also set up for the building paste. So this is a problem which has been addressed, and it's probably been worked on because there shouldn't be like conflicting keys from the start. That should be different. But this is how to fix it. So let's just try that out, and you'll see that will work. Right, I'll cancel this. Let's see. I'll show you how to place some blocks. The bottom left will show you a icon with a cube. This will activate the building mode. As you can see, it comes along with a set of keys on the bottom. They will correspond with your keyboard. So basically, if you click on a desired location, first of all, you gotta select the block you want, of course. So I'll just go ahead and select this new type of wood that's been added a couple days ago. Kind of like the new materials. We have a lot of materials now, which is really cool. Keep adding those to the CZ team. Is awesome. The more materials, the merrier. So you saw what I did. I clicked the. I'll show again. I'll place the block with my left mouse key. That makes it stick to that position, and then you can stretch it. You can just make it as big as you want. Well, not as you want. You can stretch it up to 20 blocks maximum, like this. But I'll go half of it now. I'll go 10, and this position. Now, it's not confirmed yet. This is just showing you where it's gonna be. So if you want to commit these blocks, you either press this icon down here, or you press the 1 button on your keyboard, which is basically the same. As you can see, I just placed it. So that's basically how that works. And you can also, if you want to only place one block, you can just press 1 while hovering over the desired place. For example, if I want it here, I'll just keep it steady and press 1. You'll see that it will create the block there. Do it again. Yes. Sometimes if you want to have like 4 of these blocks combined, it's faster to actually press the 1 button 4 times than having to click it and then stretch it 2 times like this. So you gotta make up for yourself what you want to do with it. Either click it or extract it. It's up to you. There's like 2 ways of doing it. So that's basically how you place blocks. Now, if you want to remove them because they were placed wrongfully or they just not turning out the way you wanted, you can delete them. Basically, this is the selection tool. Once you click this one, you can see that the commit block that was on key 1 will change into a negative block, which basically means it's gonna remove a block instead of adding a block. So this is the selection tool. Again, you can just hover over something and then press 1, like if you want to remove like 1 or 2. But if you want to remove a larger area, you can just click it with your mouse, left mouse button, and then stretch it, just like you did with building blocks. And you just pull it up. You can see those red dots. Just stretch them out. Sometimes it's hard to see, but they're here. As you can see, I can hardly see that this one. There it is. I'll pull it up. So I got everything selected. I just added, and I hit the one button, and it's all gone. So that's basically how you create and delete blocks. Now I want to talk about how to copy stuff, because for example, I created this up front. This took about 10 minutes to create this little corner, because there's a lot of difficult shapes in it, difficult blocks. If you have to recreate all this, it's going to be a pain in the ass. So that's where the blueprints come in handy, or basically the copy and paste function, but you can turn it into blueprints and save them for later. The same goes for blueprints as for the selection. You can only select 20 times 20 times 20 at the maximum. So yeah, cannot exceed that number. Now if I go to this corner, you can see that I am a little short. I need to get this one more. I want the red in. There we go. You can see this will cover the whole corner piece. Like this. You can see that I got it selected. This is nice. This is what I want to copy to all the other corners. So I'm gonna hit copy. You can either press this button or you can hit the C on the keyboard. If you get used to it, you'll probably press C because it's a lot quicker and you don't have to find the button. You can even close this window because it's taking up a lot of room and taking away your view basically. So if you want to use the keyboard, you can just close this. This is what I'll do for now. I'll just start it up later if we get onto the blueprints. So I'm going to press C. As you can see on the keyboard here, I'm pressing C now, so it's going to copy. If I press the V button now, you can see that I got this piece copied. We want to rotate it, of course. As you can see down here, if you press 5, that's rotating the block over the Z-axis. So that's basically what we want, like this, and we want to place it on this corner. So as you can see, it's really difficult to get it in place, and actually it's not getting into place. This is one of the problems at the moment, because what I think will be possible in the future is you're gonna place it like this, and you will be able to drag it like a couple blocks to the left or a couple blocks to the right. But as for now, that's impossible. So the only way to deal with this right now is to make a cavity of this piece so we can put it in, and I'll show you how. We'll use the removal tool again, and we're going to remove the cavity of what's going to be pasted. Now this is quite some work and it's going to be changed later on, but you can imagine that this is a lot quicker than actually have to recreate this corner piece. So for now, as you can see, this is the cut we need to make, and we're just going to hit 1 to delete it basically. We're going to do it with the other 3 corners as well. The first corner is, the first tower is going to be like this, but the other is going to be quicker because you can copy the complete tower at once. I'll show you later on. So delete this one. Make sure the cavities are the same as the item you copied. So there we go. I think this is it. No, it's too much. There we go. Okay, now we're gonna hit V again. We're gonna hit 5 again to rotate it. And as you can see, it's fitting right in now. I wouldn't press 1 straight away. Just left click it so it's in position, so you can look around it if it's correctly placed, and you can see that it is. So this is what we want. Now we can commit the whole section by pressing 1. There we go. We're gonna rotate it again with 5 like we just did. Left click, place it, and again left click it, place it. as you can see, from having a corner copied, you're gonna get a nice pattern, and it's really looking futuristic, and it's cool. You can create a lot of styles with this cube. It's really awesome, and you'll notice it. So this has been the first copy. Now we got this, we can start copying the complete thing for the other four corners. So we'll go to the selection tool again, and we'll select the whole thing from corner to corner. There we go. You have to go up a bit, and see. There we go. And then down a bit until we got the parts that we need to copy there. We're gonna hit C again. You can see here, I copied this. Now we have to create the same cavity again here that we did for the small bits. We just have to count how many. You can see it's only 3 layers that we have to remove. So we'll just go up here. We'll select. Oh, I screwed up. We'll select this, and we'll go down 2 more layers. So we got 3 layers selected. We delete them. As you can see, this might give a little problems because probably what we're gonna copy will try to hook itself on this piece of mountain. But maybe we're lucky and we can get it to snag on this bit right here. So we're gonna test it straight away. We're gonna hit V. There's the whole piece. As you can see, we have to rotate it because of the 2 walls. So we're just gonna rotate it with 5 again, and there we have it. Left click it, and as you can see, it's off by 1 block. So this is why I have to go around, because I thought it was in place. Now you saw it. So if you press 2, as you can see here, 2 is the move button. So press 2, you can move it again. So we're gonna try it again. And left click it, go around. As you can see, it's perfectly in place now. So this is what we wanted. And we're gonna commit the block by pressing 1. There we go. And we're gonna do the same for this bit. There we go. Selecting this again. Go down 2 more. Delete it. Press V. And we're gonna press 5 2 times now to rotate it 2 times. And we click it. See if we did it right the first time. We did. So we're gonna commit it. There we go. There we go. One, two, three. We got it to spin the way we want it. There we go. Check. It's good. Commit. Alright. This has been like the base of the tower that I'll be making. Okay, that's the part about copying and pasting. I think this part is pretty much obvious now. So there is another thing that's been asked a lot about the blocks selection and about the blueprint selection. I'll show you. As you can see, it's really taking up a lot of space, and people have been asking, can you move those screens? I don't think you can. There will probably some scripting gurus that can change the values of the location because this has a certain position now, so that's probably you can probably change that. But as for now, it's not draggable yet, but they're working on that. I'm quite sure of that because it's been requested a lot. So don't worry, it will come. Like I said, it's an early phase and it's already pretty awesome that we can build like this. So be patient. Changes will come, and requests are being paid attention to a lot, and they're doing a lot about it. So like I said, patience is the one thing you gotta have with an early alpha. Now, for example, if this piece is something you would like to store, I can show you how to do that. It's basically the same selection process as you did with copying and pasting. For now, I'm just gonna place it on this edge because I just want to remove those pieces of wall because I don't want them in. So for now, I'm going to commit it here just to get a blueprint out of it. I will remove those bits of wall. There we go. I'm going to select the thing again. Good look. Okay, we got everything. Now, if you press the save button, you can give the blueprint a name. I'm gonna call this the red base pillar. Well, red base pillar is gonna be. It's probably shortened a little bit. So this is what I'm gonna call it. Hit OK, and you'll see that it will appear in this blueprint screen. So basically, I can delete this now because it's on my wall and I don't want it there. But for future structures, if you're going to use the same layout, for example, you don't want to make a tower, but you want to make a wall, but the cornerstones of the wall have to be this same style, you can just use the red base pillar blueprint to get it started, you know? And it's really speeding things up. You can, if you blueprint a lot, you can basically create a tower or a wall in no time, which will give you advantage, of course, time-wise. And well, it's always nice to have some prefabbed building parts. Move this. Now, if you see, I made this dummy blueprint called EEE. That's just basically a row of bricks. But you can see that if you just click on the blueprints, you get it. So basically, this is it. And blueprints are saved locally. If you have a lot of blueprints here and you want to delete a couple, I'll show you how to do that next. Because this is the part where I'm kind of done explaining how things in C.U.B.E work. Because I think it's pretty obvious and I think you can have a nice go at it and explore every block of it and every thing of it. Oh, another thing that just came to mind. As you can see, if I click a material, it's taking the shape of the blueprint you just try to place, or the pasted copy you try to place. I've seen a lot of questions where people say, how can I remove this? It's really easy. You can either click twice on this icon, the selection mode. You press it twice, you can see that you got the material that you just selected from the block selector. So that's one way. There's another way, which is the control modifier, which is something I should have told you about before, because that's really useful. I'm sorry. Now you can see that I chose a set of colors and materials for this tower. It's going to be that color. So if you hold the control key, then you can left click on the white marble and you can see that I got the white marble. If I press control again and I click on the red marble, you can see that it changes into the material that you click on with your control hold down. So this is really useful, as well as shapes, because I'll show you on this tower, for example. Let's say you want to continue this shape up and you need this particular corner piece. Now you can go to the block selector and you can search for that type, like this. This is the corner piece, and you have to rotate it with either 3, 4, or 5. Like, you can see that it's going to take a while before I actually get to that point. really hard sometimes to get it right. This is it. As you can see, this is the block I wanted to continue this shape. There's another way to do this with the control modifier key. For example, if I hold control and I want to have this piece right here, there we go. And just go to this side, control click on this, and bam, there you got it. As you can see, you can continue with the shape. Same here, left click it, bam, there you go. And it actually saves you a lot of time. And this piece, just have to rotate it on the Z-axle once. Bam, there you go. So that's like a shortcut of building. You have to get used to it, but the control modifier is really useful. Let's say if I want to have this white marble again, control, left click, you got the marble. You can just continue with the pillar. Well, that's kind of it for now. I want to show you one last thing, like I just said before, the location where you can find the files. So you can post them on the forums and you can share them with people on the forums. If you go to the folder you installed Camelot Unchained in, the client, you have to go to the bin folder. Like this is where I installed my Camelot Unchained. This is what it should look like. You click on bin, you click on 27, client, and this is where it will be hiding. The default cube is what you're currently using. So what you see in game here, this exactly what you see in game here, is this file. And this file will change. Well, if you change it in game, it will change here, and it will save. You close and start up. Now I got this folder created called saved cubes. You can store cubes in there. Like I got a massive castle I was building on, but due to performance issues, I kind of saved it for later. So I called it castle. The only thing I have to do is go to this folder and basically delete or copy this folder into the saved cube, and then get the castle cube back in and rename it to default.cube. And you can work on another project. So you don't have to build everything in one world, and you can just make different cubes. Just make sure you make either 1 or 2 backups of the things you want to save, because you don't want to lose them, obviously. So that's where you can find your creations. The default.cube is the thing that's been posted on the forums for others to show and view your creations. So this is really what you're after if you want to put it on the forums. Also, like I said, the blueprints, if you just click on the blueprints folder, you can see that the red base build that we just created is here. So if I delete it here, it's gone in game as well. Like I said, if you have a lot of blueprints in here and it's getting a bit unorganized and you want to get rid of a couple because you're never going to use them again, just go to this folder called blueprints and delete whatever you want, or put them in another folder to backup if you want to use them later, but you want to tidy up your workspace in game. So that's basically it for now. If there's any other questions you come up with, feel free to ask. I'm a lot of time spending in game, so I'll be either in game, and there's a lot of veterans that can help you out with questions, and the forums are really nice for answering your questions as well. So this was it for now. I hope it's been useful. You'll make some sick ass buildings, and I don't know, have fun at it at least. That's all I had to say. I'm out.